Welcome back to another episode of Aunt and Andrew with Family's Everything.
Until it's not. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Aunt. I just I guys, I gotta tell you, steady listeners out there. I was just for the past hour, well, more 45 minutes. It wasn't a full hour. I utilized Aunt as a therapist for sure. I was soft.
And I don't send
At
a
one
bill.
point, I was crying, I was laughing, I
He
was
pulled himself
angry.
together.
I did, but I can't guarantee that I just, I feel like I got a
He's a mess.
disclaimer.
He's a
I gotta
mess.
give a disclaimer that I might get a little emotional and there was nothing, well,
No,
there
you're
was a
not
little
going to
bit.
get
Maybe
emotional.
not
This
with
it.
this show.
No, not with this show because okay, we're in what it seems like I'm in a
Or
purgatory
as
with this show.
Bryn would say, no, 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 no. So
And actually, the funny part is Andrew and I talked, but well, he told you an
no,
hour
before I
before,
got emotional, Aunt
and
didn't want
he
me to, so she goes,
well, no, 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 no,
and
no,
tell them what
no,
happened.
no. It came up. I need to set up professional audio.
So we thought she might be a musician or something of that
Yeah, that
nature.
was funny. I didn't like the show any more than I did. The only one I like is Cy at this point. I don't mind the new chick, Rachel.
She's normal. She's real. You can tell. Jenna Lyons, I think, is actually showing
Oh,
more of who she is, though, now. You can
oh,
at
I think
least.
she's too pretentious. I
Rebecca
think
Minkoff, they're
Erin's.
watching her like a hawk. Poor Rebecca Minkoff. But I will say, Rebecca, I think that we all can read you like a book now. Probably one of the strategies you and your team had when you were going on the show. It's all about trying to show your brand. It's all about trying to like infuse some life into the Rebecca Minkoff brand, because let's just
Yes,
call it what it is.
it's on the tail end
It is.
because one day you're in and the next
Yep.
day
And you
you're
had a
out.
great ride, girl. You were such a big time.
Yeah.
And I will say this, you also have found a lot of publicity and success through reality TV. You won't maybe remember this, but I think maybe early RHONY seasons, they were definitely at a Rebecca Minkoff event. And
Oh yeah,
also
yeah,
the Hills and the City, like old time Whitney Port and Lauren Conrad.
yeah.
Rebecca Minkoff was there with People's Revolution, Kelly Catrone, the whole thing. So she's
Right.
no spring chicken to reality TV, but showing her personal life and showing her, that's what she's never done before. So her team was probably like, you can't drink. Leads me to believe she's a little wild, fun time gal when she drinks.
Well, I think it's smart to a degree if you do not drink when you film these shows more than one glass of like prosecco. Nothing good can happen.
Yeah.
Nothing. As I'm sucking on a Diet Coke. I'm just saying, nothing good can happen to you. However, let's not forget, Rebecca Minkoff isn't the only name which maybe not as popular in the stores anymore. Look, it used to have Von Dutch clothes, True Religion
You're
jeans.
right.
Gloria Vanderbilt was the line. I mean, Calvin Klein even. Okay, he's still, I guess, somewhat of a designer, but he doesn't really design. Even Tommy Hilfiger isn't what he used to be. So, I mean, saying that you're not the lead designer anymore is not an insult. It really isn't. I'm just thinking about all the Juicy Couture, for God's sakes, was everything. Now you get it at, I see Juicy Couture at BJ's. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. Oh, well, definitely not Juicy Couture.
I mean, yeah, but Juicy Couture,
I
whoever.
loved Clueless though. Like I loved the movie. Granted, like I
Yeah,
was
but it's
also
so
like,
20 years ago.
okay, and I was so a closeted 14-year-old
Oh, the
thinking that I just was a
homosexual.
little
I know.
feminine and
I
I
know.
loved Cher and I also like memorized the lines to Bring It
I
On like when that came out. And so like that's it.
Yeah, that is it. My favorite person on this show is Pavitt,
Oh
and,
yeah, did you see him on Watch What Happens Live?
oh, no, I didn't. Was he great?
He came on Thursday for the Halloween special as
Oh, I didn't
Nemo,
see he came
as
as
Dory,
Nemo.
as
Oh,
Dory.
good for him. I only saw up to when, the first break came when the woman came in as Bronwyn and somebody came in, the drag queen guy with his face melting and being Tamara. I only saw her up to that. I didn't see over that. I will say that Bryn's starting to make me sick. Have we ever seen Uber's house before? Because I don't remember ever seeing it. Andrew and I discussed before we started this, we were not going to bring up the mom and the tree. So I have opinions and
Well, you just have opinions because you think that it's
Well, I have opinions because I don't think you should throw your mom in with the tree, but hey, you do you. What can I say?
I mean, I
I
think here's
wish,
the thing. I had a personal reaction to it
yeah, you had a personal
because
reaction,
I
and
saw
I've had to,
myself through the eyes of her dead mom.
oh, okay.
Because her mom was an addict and her mom was homeless and
Oh,
her mom was
okay.
a
Yeah,
drug
you
addict.
saw
And
it
so
that
for
way.
me, it was hard for me to not think about like, oh my God, imagine if I hadn't gotten sober and if that was my family, what would they be saying about me? And a lot of the things that they were saying, no, I think of my niece and
I
nephew
want
being
to tell
like,
you, your
I
niece
wish
and
I knew my
nephew,
uncle more.
I wonder
Or
what your
like,
mom would say.
no, my mom would be, yeah, she'd say things, but it would also be like, we all saw Sai when it was easy for her to talk about her mom negatively and make jokes last season. And then when it was real with ashes in front of you,
Yeah,
it was
she
a
was a
different
whole different
reaction.
person. Yeah. I like her house upstate.
I
I
do
will
too.
say, I can see going to live there and she would be fine. I
You
highly
like
suggest
Sai.
it.
I think
I
Sai's
like
the one you
Sai.
like the most this
Yeah,
season.
she's the only one I really like, and Pavitt. And I want Pavitt to go down to Chinatown and find Jessel. Is that her name? Jessel,
I
whatever
mean,
it is. I want
Jessel.
him to find her, his wife. I want Pavitt to find his wife a fake encrusted with fake diamonds, crystals, Chanel bag and make her wear it because
Okay.
that girl needs to be brought down a few notches, and Pavitt's the one to do it. Like he said, Pavitt said to Aaron's husband, Abe, just put your foot down with your wife. End of story. Like he's not dealing with it. I don't like Abe either. I don't like Aaron. I'm not
Oh,
crazy about Brand.
I thought Abe, listen, Abe talking to Jenna Lyons and then not knowing what to say because he realized he shouldn't have said anything is such a great, like, old school housewife husband move.
Mm,
He is not meant for the current house husband model. And as much
no.
as you don't like Josephine Gorga, we have to admit that he has been
Oh,
a driver of a lot of
yeah.
our pure entertaining moments over the years because it's what's driven. Like, I've been thinking about this lately. We're all upset that Jersey's over. They don't want to film. Remember that quote? Don't be sad that it's over. Be happy that it happened.
Yes, I do.
It's the
Yeah.
truth. And
Yeah.
so I think back and I'm like, wait a minute. One of the other parts of this show that sucks
Yeah.
is that other than Pavitt, the husbands don't bring it at all. None of them do. We barely see Sai's husband. He's like a Party City version of John Barlow, and I can't handle it. Like he's John Barlow without any jokes. He kind of looks like him. He's like the knockoff brand. He's like a Market Basket version.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what though? I don't care what anybody says. There's nothing natural about these women. Like the way Ramona used to walk into a room and Sonia and
The new one, the new girl, she
Dorinda.
was right. She said I liked what she was saying to Erin about you can't be mad at Jen if you don't do Jenna if you don't do this. Then Jenna sitting like she's in her confessionals being like, I don't think it's appropriate to be like that friend isn't for me. I don't need any more friends. But then you don't tell the friend that. Like
Yeah, I know. I just
so
don't.
there's some glimmers. There's some cracks with some light
No,
coming
they're
through. No, but
again.
it's terminally like that is what I'm trying to say. That's what's so
Oh,
frustrating with this show and it means it's going to
yes,
be canceled after maybe they'll get a third season. But if
maybe.
they don't break through the wood and get
Yeah,
through some of these ones like Bryn's got to go. Bryn,
yeah,
I think you're great. I think you'd be great on Southern Charm. We've said that. I said she'd be
yeah,
so good. Come down
yeah.
if she was Shep's new girlfriend and
Oh
came in for a
yeah.
season,
Oh
it
yeah.
would be great. It would be
Right.
awesome. She'd find dirt on Paige DeSorbo because of New York. She'd bring it. It would be so good. It'd be so good. She's like a classy version of Catherine, and it would be great.
Oh,
But at the same,
educated. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Right.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, she's not meant for the housewives, and that's what
No,
we're
she's not.
recapping. And that's what
Yeah.
we're
I
recapping.
just
The
don't like the way
housewives.
any of them interact with each other. I don't find that it's natural. They are always, I said it last week, they're always side eyeing the camera and stuff. I don't find any of their relationships genuine. This
No,
show's over. They do not see each other ever.
I'll be curious to see how Jenna and Sai continue on because I think that when you have issues with someone and then you get to know them a little better, you're far better off than when you just get to know someone without having a problem with them. And many
Yeah.
people may disagree with me there, but I feel like as you become an adult, it's far more important to know how your friendship with someone is when things aren't great
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
than
yeah,
it is
yeah.
to just think that you got a good friendship when things are perfect and easy. Because like we don't need really friends like that. That's when you go to a cocktail party and you have fun with people. You can have an hour, 2 hours
Yeah,
with them, you laugh, you
fun.
run, or a bus ride from the TD Garden to the casino. You know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
when
yeah,
life
yeah.
is.
That's
That's
when
when life
fight.
is.
But I'm gonna
So,
say I don't
who's
think
your
Jen
mess?
Alliance is fun. Who's my mess? Oh, I don't know. That Uba, she's messy, but Bren, I don't know what it is. What do
I
you
think
think?
Bryn and Uba's ongoing fight
Erin's a mess too because Erin hates her kids and she hates her husband.
and she hates
Period.
Jenna.
And she hates Jenna Lyons. Yeah,
Yeah.
she hates Jenna effing
She doesn't
Lyons.
hate her, but she doesn't want to be friends with her. She gives up.
Well, she
I
hates
don't.
her kids and she hates her husband too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's sort of the mess, Erin, because I mean nobody else really hates their husband.
Her mom's
Well,
sick. So that's why I want to give her a little grace. She's not the
okay, and her
messiest.
father did die in real
No.
life. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Recently.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not on
Yeah,
the
but
show.
he's
He's
in the
not.
show. Bryn flirts with him in the preview. You see
Yeah,
it.
well, maybe she killed him.
Oh God. Now we still no dead housewives, but now we got housewives' fathers,
Yeah.
their husbands, and their kids. We digress. Follow us, like
Goodbye.
us, comment. We love you, and we'll see you soon.